today I'm coming to you from Progreso, Mexico, and I just have some things to say. Life, girl, life, we out here, life does me, and I'm just gonna just let it out today. Um, this year has been a tough year for me. This year has had some financial bumps with one of my tenants wrecking my house. It required a good chunk of change to fix, and insurance wouldn't fix it. It has come with some medical issues. My injuries, him fracturing his clavicle and being hospitalized in Kenya, and just some spiritual revelations, as well as just some emotional bumps and bruises. And on today, I'm assuming today is August 27th, because Friday is August 29th, which is my birthday. I feel like, girl, I have something to say. And it comes after just dealing with some stuff. And the first thing that I've dealt with, the most recent thing I've dealt with is some women in Kenya that seem to always bring me into some stuff. And I really had to sit with this because it really made me question, how have I been out of the country for a month or two and my name is still so prevalent? But sometimes you have to remember that people need something to read. You need something to read. And if your name is just that prevalent, it's because that's what it is. That's why your name is so prevalent in that room that are not in, or you have not been in. And sometimes we take this to heart and we think, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm just in my corner. I'm just living my life. But sis, go ahead and continue to live your life and do you. Don't allow someone else to steal your power, your glory, or dim your glow because of their issues. Because a lot of times, these are things that they're projecting on you. This is not your stuff. You know your stuff. You know, most of the time, by your late 30s, 40s, 50s, some people are a little behind and they may be in their 60s, but that's okay, girl. But you know you, and you know your stuff, and you know what you are working on and what you're working towards. So you don't want to allow other people to come in and steal that joy, steal that glory from you, and make you feel less than who you are, because you are it. You are what the Creator created. So how can there be something wrong with you if this is what this is how you were made? So, a lot of times we go through these storms and we're like, man, what the hell is going on? Why am I going through so much? Why is this so difficult for me? And I don't know. I don't really subscribe to that whole God gives the toughest fights to the strongest survivors. I just kind of feel like if God already know I'm strong and I'm a survivor, He don't really have to keep testing me, right? Like He knows I'm that. He knows who I am. But what I do think that is sometimes we go through storms to prove to ourselves that we are that. Sometimes we need to remember our names and who we are. I'm Charisma. This is who I am. I am meant to be this person. And what I've learned over the years is that you either love or you hate. I have a very strong personality. I'm going to speak my mind. You're never going to wonder what I'm saying, and I'm always going to tell you the truth. In the same way, those are my characteristics. I want you to be very strong on what your characteristics are. I want you to own those characteristics. I don't want you, if you're a shy person and you're introverted, but you're a wonderful soul and you do for people, you do what you can for people, whatever that is, I want you to keep doing that. And I want you to be powerful in it. I don't want you to ever feel like you're doing something incorrect because that's how you were made. You were made to be that person. We're not all made to be the same. This would be a very boring world if we were all conditioned to act the same and be the same. We are meant to be who we are, and we are going to walk in those footsteps. And we're going to walk in those footsteps proudly, and we're not going to believe that we're behind. Yeah, there are days where you're like, damn, man, I just can't get it together. I just can't catch up. I'm behind in the race. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. This has been things that I've been thinking about this year. This is things that I've just been thinking about recently. The things that I should be doing without giving credit to the things that I have done. There are a number of things that I have done. There are a number of things that you have done. And you need to give yourself credit for those things before you start to discredit yourself for the things that you have not yet accomplished. And I think that we don't, it's three dogs right here running around. I don't know if you can see them. But I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for where we've come from. We are too busy being upset that we're not where we want to be. But 5 years ago, you were dreaming of where you are today. 5 years ago, you may have just written down on paper what you're doing today. So take time to, and I hope you can hear me. I'm facing the wind, so it's blowing. But I want you to take time to bet. Oh, shit. Can y'all do something with these dogs? I want you to take time to bask. I'm going to walk the other way, honey. The dogs. I want you to take time to bask in the glory of the things that you have accomplished thus far in your life. I don't do that enough. I got my residency in Mexico yesterday. I did not have time to bask in that glory because I was so busy dealing with other people's stuff. I had multiple people and multiple different things that were going on. And I was so into everybody else's stuff that I didn't have time to be in my stuff. You know, I currently live in Africa. That's something that I've wanted to do since I was a little girl, was live in Kenya, and I have now since done that. And I need to take time to be very happy about that accomplishment as I go through the next phase of my life to the next place. And I want you to really do that as well. Really take time for yourself. Sit down, journal, talk about it, sing about it. Whatever it is that you draw it out, whatever it is that you need to do to acknowledge what you've accomplished. And I want you to know those difficulties will continue to come and they'll continue to arise because you're continuing to grow. You're continuing to get better. Every day, you're becoming a better person than you were yesterday. Every day, you are growing and you are learning because none of us are perfect. There are people that want to act like they are, but they are not. None of us are perfect. None of us have all the answers. All of us, even the richest man on earth, wants more riches. Like, really think about that. So, I want you to keep that in mind and consider that as you go through this next journey in life, as you experience the next set of challenges, as you're thinking about, man, why am I dealing with this, that, or the other? I want you to remember this is something, this is a lesson you need to learn. This is something that's gonna make you stronger. I'm like, honey, how strong do I need to be? I don't feel like I need to be any stronger. I've learned enough lessons. But no, there's still some more to learn. And we're still going to keep on pushing. And we're going to get this together. And we're going to get this right. It may take a little time. It may take more time than we want it to take. But we're going to get it together. And we're going to get it right. And I don't know. I just wanted to take a moment to say that because I feel like some of us need to hear it, or maybe I just needed to say it. Regardless, buenos dias from Mexico. I'm not sure what time it is where you are, but today take a moment to tell yourself thank you and take a deep breath. That deep cleansing breath, it could be everything. Take a breath, take a moment, and congratulate yourself for where you are, and tell yourself thank you. Shine. Hold on, I gotta see how I stop recording. My great send off.